Hey, this is Leonard de Guzman. I'm an enrolled agent here in Los Angeles, and today we're going to go over the 3 ways to get your federal tax lien released, presented by irsrezo.com. So, how does this happen in the first place? So, what happens is the IRS creates a valid tax assessment, which is someone like a taxpayer owes $100,000. They'll do some sort of assessment. It's usually computer generated, and it's like going to a restaurant and ordering things and order steak and lobster, and at the end the waiter comes and, hey, here's your bill, kind of like that. Here's what you owe. So the second thing that happens is the IRS will give you a notice and demand for payment within 60 days through it's called a computer paragraph 14. It's a CP14. It's a letter that comes to your mail, shows you how much you owe, a couple of things for descriptions, and so sometimes taxpayers open the letter. Sometimes you just throw it away. In the end, the taxpayer doesn't pay the amount that's owed. So what happens is the federal, the IRS, the federal tax lien is put in place, and usually most common thing is people's property, whether it's royalties, even personal bank accounts. So the way to fix this, the 3 ways, is to go into a direct debit installment with the IRS. It's an agreement. It's a formal agreement. So if you want your property lien released, you'd have to owe $25,000 or less. So if you owed $100,000, you're getting that payment down, and you get into a direct debit installment plan. And in this case, you have to make 3 direct payments and pay in full in 60 months. You have an agreement going, or before collection statute of expiration date, because the statute of limitations in some cases say 10 years. IRS can't collect, so they want you to get this in before then. So fun fact here, did you know that all 3 major credit bureaus remove tax liens from consumer credit reports? And this is because people would be in a bind to buy groceries, because you could still use your credit card to get groceries, to have a car, right? To buy a car, you need to get your credit checked, or even to rent a place. So the IRS took this off to let people live and get through this. And look, in some cases, these federal tax liens, they could be errors. Oftentimes, the IRS computers make mistakes. There's errors. There's errors with sometimes your CPA puts something wrong in your tax return. So there's errors. And there's also things that you could present to the IRS, like an offer and compromise, that you've gone through some hardships, some dire hardships in your life, and they'll compromise and see what you can pay, and sometimes you can settle